on her podcast Broad Ideas thinks it's weird if single middle-aged men only had 4 sexual partners. This headline comes in from page 6.
I'll pull that up real quick. So
like that's actual thought.
That's what she said on her podcast. I don't know if you know this actress from.
I didn't watch the OC, but I know who she is.
I mean,
yeah.
Seen clips. I saw clips when it was on.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't watch
yeah, I mean, I know the show, and I know who she is as an actress. She's been in other things too.
I'm gonna try to pull up the video of what she said, or the verbiage of what she actually said.
But is that like a real that just seems like such an immature thought to have. A body count doesn't matter either way, whether it be high or low.
Or male or female, boy or
male or female, they, them. It doesn't matter. The body count doesn't matter. I don't understand why that's even a conversation we're still having in this day and age. People need to get over it.
What was the name again? Rachel
Bilson,
the body count comment. Let me see if I can pull it. Here we go. From page 6. I got it. Let me pull it right there.
I mean, I'm sure you also, if you asked her what about a dude that's slept with 100 women, she'd probably be like, ew, gross.
It's so stupid.
Pick one.
What if this person was in monogamous relationships? Would you not want them to be faithful to those monogamous relationships?
So fabulous at it.
This is going to sound, here it goes. This is what she said. This is going to sound judgmental, but if a dude is in his 40s and he has only slept with 4 women, she said on Monday's episode, adding that she would find it a little weird.
And what's weird about it?
The actress, who is no stranger to making sex confessions, on her podcast said that while she thinks having 4 sexual partners is really low, it's not entirely fair of her to make that judgment. Yeah, Bilson said that it all depends on certain situations, and men who have had long-term relationships have a valid reason in her opinion. Maybe it's been a decade-long relationship, totally respectable. But if he's single in his 40s and has only had 4, he's never been in that long-term he thinks that's an issue.
Okay, so there's such thing as a demisexual. And a demisexual is someone who cannot have sex with someone without having feelings for them, without having an emotional attachment.
Right.
So what if this person was career driven and didn't get into serious relationships in the early ages of his life? And then when he was able to get into relationships, he had to have meaningful relationships to be able to have sexual encounters. This is not an uncommon thing. This whole concept that we should be judging how people's sexual intimacies go and how many they are.
She's just like,
it's not
pretty
weird.
much saying that the only reason that someone would only have a few outside of long-term relationships is somebody who's really terrible.
That's
that's basically what she's saying. So it's weird. And I'm like, that is very unfair.
That is very immature thought process. Yeah. That is showing that she is too young to have a complex, critical thought of reality. Because
oh, you mean Rachel?
Yes.
The 40-year-old?
She's no way she's in her 40s.
I
thought she was in like her 20s.
The OC was like what, early 2000s?
I thought she was a teenager in the OC.
Right?
Is she really 40? This woman needs to grow up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just appreciating you guys advocating for the men. We're already getting all that pressure about not having a high body count, and I know the guys who do have a high body count, they like to brag about it. But the guys who don't, let's advocate for the guys who don't, and maybe they don't want to, just for the same reasons that you said. Maybe they can only be intimate when they're in committed and relationships.
Yes.
So now we're like it's damned if we do, damned if we don't. Like all that. What do they call it? They try to call it male toxicity for being I got a road count. But now it's like we're not good. You're not good enough.
They do the same with women.
What is exactly? If you
or you're a hoe.
Yeah, exactly. That's
when
what
you set boundaries, you're a bitch.
Yeah. Well, of course, everybody knows. No, but no, it's all of that is messed up. It's all wrong. So it's like all that, what do they call it, shaming, slut shaming, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We're having too high of a body count, and now in this conversation, it's like, well, but I don't want him. I think what is the fear that he wouldn't be good?
I'm assuming that's what she means. Like, oh, that's weird.
Because you want him to know what he's doing.
40-year-old virgin type thing. Like, oh, he must.
Here's the deal: if you're having a bad interaction with someone, that's a 2-person road, because to have good sex creates communication. You have
Right.
to have communication.
Right.
So if you aren't communicating that you aren't enjoying something or what your needs are or how they need to interact with you, if you aren't advocating for yourself, you're just as much to blame for the bad sex as the person that you seem to think is giving you the bad sex. You can tell someone what you want, like, and need, and they can attempt to do that, and then you can have good sex.
Sing it, sister.
So this whole concept that a body count matters does not. Communication matters. Maybe she's a sucky ass communicator and she can't communicate to her partners and tell her partners what she wants. That would indicate a bad sex experience. So maybe the problem's her.
Let me make sure that these. Oh yeah, it works, but it's so tiny. but yeah, no, yeah, I agree. It's about communication. I mean, I'm sure. Hey, well, you talk about 40-year-old version. Now we're getting back into movie talk now. But what happened at the end of that movie? All that 40 years of pent up. I mean, didn't he destroy her at the end of
That was definitely the ending of that one.
What was it like? Get the fuck out of this room!